One of the best lighters ever made, and also one of the hardest to fix, is the Dunhill Rollagas. And I found this lapis lazuli one on the side of a highway in West Virginia on my way back, up from Florida a couple weeks ago, but of course it didn't work. And I'm sure we aren't the only ones in this position, so here's an in-depth look on how Ronin got it back to working condition. Can you tell me what is the problem and what you're trying to do? Like, in general? Maybe?
So, right now I'm working on the needle valve, which is one of 4 different things that control the flame that comes out. When the lid closes, there's this little spring-loaded plunger. This is the needle valve itself. Goes in here. It sits about this far from the top of the case on the inside here. And so when this little plunger comes down, it pushes on this captive pin and closes the valve so the lighter doesn't leak out in your pocket. When we were looking over this thing at first, the needle valve was spraying excess gas at random intervals, and so I'm trying to figure out why it was doing that. So there's part 1 that controls the flame. Part 2 is this spacer, this spring, and this filter. Well, the little filter's the white part. This little filter and spring and screw assembly. And then part 3 is allegedly this.
Allegedly.
And part 4 is this piece and this piece in conjunction with the spacers.
You said allegedly?
Yeah. So
That got me curious.
on some of these lighters, it says there's supposed to be 1 spacer. On some of them, it says there's supposed to be 2. And so this piece here, oops, supposed to go in here. It hooks onto this little nipple thing. I don't know what to call it. Come on. There we go, like that. And so it hooks on there and it's kind of stuck in place. And then when this piece, where'd it go? Here it is. When this piece gets turned, this set of threads on the inside here, you can see them getting farther apart and closer together. This entire assembly is held in place by this little bar that goes down in here. And so when you twist that, it pushes this forward, which leverages on these spacers and the needle valve and adjusts the amount of gas that's coming out of it. But for some reason, none of the gas flow regulation parts seem to be working. So that's what we're trying to figure out right now. And I think I might have gotten it. There's a small tear in the rubber seal on the bottom here, which shouldn't be causing a problem, but I think one of these is actually the right replacement part. Looks like we've got, okay, there's 1 spacer, yes, there's a tear.
Okay, so what?
At least the needle valve at the bottom here doesn't protrude so far that you can't just get a screwdriver across it. That's probably enough.
What did they do wrong?
It's not necessarily wrong, but this little screw assembly that we were talking about earlier, if you screw this all the way off, Down inside here,
Oh my God.
there is a single ball bearing. Individual ball.
Yep. Wow.
Why, bro? Why, man? Come on.
That's crazy.
And this is what I mean. This is where the needle valve sits. So when this closes,
Yeah.
you can see the spring pressure pushing it back. And then that little screw adjustment pushes, yeah, it's too big, pushes on this right here. And that is allegedly supposed to actuate something. Still not sure why it needed to be done like that. These are all old seals.
Okay.
So, and yeah, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different seals in this lighter.
6
And
different seals.
unfortunately, all of those are old. And like this one, you can see, actually, let's take this out. So, sort of looks all right. You pick it up and you see it's torn in half.
Oh wow, yeah.
The needle valve seal isn't that bad. Let me see if this one has the same thing going on. Because if you put these things together without using that silicone lubricant, yeah, it looks like, yeah, this one's torn completely in half too. So these are all old seals. The tear that's in the needle valve seal is kind of just like a chunk taken out. So 3/4 of it should be making a good seal, and it doesn't appear to be leaking.
Nice.